The next poem, I should explain Felix in the poem. Felix is my 20-month-old son. It's called See the Perfect Stanza Beginning Tarzan. Felix is eating Robert Duncan on the bed. Robert, wall-eyed and shy, talking on about Psyche in earlier days being a gigolo in Palm Beach, affects not to notice, but secretly he is going crazy. See the perfect stanza beginning Tarzan. What is there to do on the Chinese New Year? Call it Afghanistan. Call it cheese fondue. Call it Chillicothe, Ohio. This is definitely not what the forefathers meant by freedom of expression. But we are trying our best to get as many as possible to come over and join our group. It's more fun. Is this the hotel where amazing apple dumplings ooze from the women? We have been to the mountaintop and we are ready for bed. In a world where the mind cannot continue to give head to the heart, what's left is booze, and plenty of it. I mean, I don't want to lack the intelligence or the inclination of a dog to know enough to lie down and sleep in the sun until it slips below the wine-red selvage of my insatiable thinking towards you. This is a poem of a series that I've begun called Artist Lives, which is modeled after Vasari's great book. And this is Artist Life number 1. George Bellows was born in Columbus, Ohio, and went to Ohio State University. He went to New York in 1904 and studied with Robert Henry and H.G. Murata. George Bellows was probably the first artist who gave up a possible career in baseball in order to paint. A giant of a man, he turned out literally, a flood of paintings from that time till his death. In 1908, George Bellows won the National Academy's first prize for landscape painting with the first landscape painting he ever painted. He was elected an associate of the National Academy a year later. He later became an in and later taught at the Art Institute of Chicago. His earliest work was in the Ashcan School, but his interest soon turned to scenes of muscular strength and to portraits. Dempsey and Firpo is one of many fight paintings in which Bellows made evidence of his lifelong interest in fighting. The work has a crashing vitality which jumps backward, stare with open mouths, and behave generally as people do who fight when they are shocked by an extraordinary blow like Bellows. Palettes become limited in color, the light is focused in the ring, and the composition is packed with dynamite. George Bellows' career came to an abrupt and untimely end when in 1925 he died of an attack of acute appendicitis to whose first symptoms he paid no attention. I'd like to read a series of love poems.